Hello everyone, Quinn Michael here from Shaky Turtle Studios, Channel 14, WNBI TV. We're high on Retro Junk. I forgot to grab the thing to plug my phone in. I'm going to need that at the end of the show, so I will probably just step out of the room and grab that while the game boots up. Where is God Hand? There it is. There we go. Give me 1 second and I'll be back to actually start the show proper. Literally just gonna step outside the door. Hold on. My sister had her birthday yesterday, and no memory card. Dang it, my brother swapped stuff out. Hold on. I don't even know what he was trying to play or why there was a yellow PS1 memory card in there. Hold on. Let's plug that in now. Yeah, I was actually aware of the information regarding the sub for Dragon Ball. The way that it was like, you guys only got up to the Namek Saga, I believe. Had to wait years for the Cell Saga to begin. It was actually kind of a big deal when it did. And, well, how that happened, the only way you guys got to see more of Dragon Ball was for those of you enterprising enough to go and track down the fan subs. Anyone in chat didn't know. I don't know if there's anybody else watching right now. Maybe lurking. That's totally cool. The only other person I saw in here so far was Billy, who is totally welcome to hang out and chat as well. I don't know how much of this game Billy saw last time. Anyway, I don't know where my headphone case is, so I guess I'll just figure that out after the show. It can't have gone far. If you just dropped in, hey Zatara, yep. I had a feeling you'd want to come back here. First of all, I gotta... That's loud. Okay, hold on. No, I don't want to begin the memory game. Hold on. Read my memory card. There we go. Turning on the TV. Or, I didn't want to turn off the TV. I'm telling you guys, the switch to turn off the TV is on the front of the TV. I was very distinctly hitting the volume down button. That sounds very loud. Oh, I know why it sounds so loud. Hold on. There we go. How's that? How's that sounding? Imports for 2 hours from your household. Fan subs at 20 a pop, so you got some, but not all. That's how you said Trunk Special, Tapion, and the first two Broly specials. I do love History of Trunks. That's an excellent part of DBZ. Possibly my favorite part. Do you guys think I like Terminator? Anyway, it has been 2 weeks. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to reset the whole system and check the memory cards because somebody played Shuffle Deck with my cards. That's what I got for not streaming God Hand for 2 weeks. This is a Terminator stream? I mean, I did do 2 Terminator streams last week instead of God Hand. We were going to do God Hand, but then a new Terminator game was announced, and I took that as a sign from the universe that I had to stream Terminator games. So we played some Terminator games. Mostly the good ones. We played a bad one, which was the NES version of Terminator 1, which I played to start off the stream to kind of set the mood. And then we played Journey to Silius and Terminator CD, and those were great. Excuse me, I gotta check my memory cards. Let's see, what do we got in here? Is the Abyss. Yeah, system configurations, Monster World. We're just looking for God Hand. Devil May Cry. It always amazes me just how much you can store on a PS2 memory card. Alright, so it's not this card. The other card's a PS1 memory card, which we're using for Final Fantasy right now. Okay, this red card, is this the one I was using? Let's find out. I definitely see some Contra save data on there. Broly 3 be done my first time, which in that was a good thing. Yeah, really only the first Broly specials worth seeing, I would say. It kind of gets Garbo after that. Kengo, Star Wars Starfighter, Titan Legends 2, Contra, Neo Contra, Dark Cloud, Final Fantasy X. Not on this card. What the hell? Where's my God Hand data? Having to do the memory card shuffle. Here we go. This is the other black memory card. No, get in there. Thing is so finicky sometimes. Alright. Let's see. Only 1 and 2 were good, but 3 was eh. You'd like to have one of your favorite DVDs. Characters have a big part in it. Yeah, Android 18's like a big part of that. This is the PS2 memory card. With corrupted. Oh! Huh. I wonder what that is. Or what that was. Got my Final Fantasy 7 and Chrono Trigger data on here, and my FF4 data, which is all I really care about. I wonder where all that corrupted data is. The game is already hitting you with a mix-up, seriously. Anyway, no, I wanted this card. Oh, hold on. I see the Poison Chihuahua. I think we found the right card. Holy shit, what are some of these save icons? Yeah, there's God Hand. Okay. Monster Attack, Monster Hunter 2, Monster Hunter G, Phantasy Star, Marvel vs. Capcom, Afterburner, something in Japanese I can't read, Eternal Quest, Phantasy Star Generation 1, Sword of the Samurai, Castlevania, Battle Assault 3, Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, Castlevania, Global Defense Force, Capcom vs. SNK 2, Altered Beast, Kengo, Samurai Warriors. Oh, I see Vice City, Soul Calibur, Dragon Quest 8. Oh wait, no, that's Is that Aiden's Dragon Quest save data that we've been looking for? Thought that was missing. Or maybe he started a new file, because I don't see my Dragon Quest file here. We have at least one missing memory card. We don't know where it is. This card is Chihuahua. Yeah, alright. Well, we found our God Hand save data, so now we can actually start the damn game. Perfect. You gotta love it, right? You gotta love it. What is these notifications? Ah. Also, for the note, everybody, tomorrow I'm also excited because I am, I am going to get, as long as things go to plan, Grant's going to be hosting Fightcade Friday again, which means I get to go online and fight against my friends in Samurai Showdown. Oh, I love Fridays. Okay, here we go. I kind of want to bring back doing Fightcade on my channel again, but finding the time to do it is difficult because I only stream twice a week. And sometimes not even that. Sometimes I get too busy, like the week before where I didn't even do a midweek stream. I usually do those. Which Samurai Showdown? We do a couple. I usually do Samurai Showdown 5. That's the one I play the most. But also I play a fair amount of Samurai Showdown 1. I'm really good at 1. I think the PS2 froze. Wow. Oh yeah, that's a hard freeze. I gotta turn the whole thing off. There we go. And if that wasn't enough, I'm gonna have to fix up the not PS2, the GameCube eventually. I'm thinking I'm not even gonna fix it proper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the disc drive on the Wii, because that needs done, because that thing won't even read discs anymore. And then, since the GameCube's being fussy, I think I'm just going to buy an SD card loader for it. Because I can use the Wii to play the actual GameCube discs, and then the GameCube I can use for other projects. Just be way more convenient. I've only played a little bit of Tatsucap, mostly because I've never gotten to pick up a copy of that. I've wanted a copy of that for years, and I've just never picked it up. And honestly, I wish there was a way to play it on... This is the problem. Now that I've gotten on Fightcade, and I've actually started playing fighting games online against people, I guess I want to be able to play every fighting game online against people, and it's just not a thing that's possible, you know? You still have a copy of it? That's awesome. I do have a substantial amount of fighting games, that's for sure. I'll just step over here for a second. Because, I do a bit of collecting. Dear Lord, I think this entire first shelf. This entire first shelf is fighting games. Hold on. We do a bit of fighting around here. What do I got in here? What do I got in here? I'm actually going to check. And obviously now that the PS2 is modded, I have way more. What do I got? KOF Maximum Impact 2, Fatal Fury Battle Archives 1 and 2, World Heroes Anthology, Street Fighter Alpha Anthology, Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, DOA 2 Hardcore, Soul Calibur 2 on PS2, Soul Calibur 2 on Xbox, Soul Calibur 2 on GameCube sitting over there, Soul Calibur 3, 5, 4... Why are these out of order? That's gonna bother me. So yeah, 4 and 5. 6 is somewhere around here as well because Soul Calibur. Guilty Gear X2, Accent Core Reload, I believe. Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger. What is this sticker? I don't know, but anyway. Persona 4 Arena, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and Injustice, Gods Among Us. Yeah, we love Soul Calibur 2 as well, in case you couldn't tell. Hold on. Let me just make this very obvious for you. Let me grab my games here. This is not every fighting game we own. These were just the easy ones to grab off the shelf. Here we go. Let me put those back. And yeah. Behold, Soul Calibur 2, and Soul Calibur 2, and Soul Calibur 2. Yes, I have the Japanese copy, and yes, it does work on my actual GameCube, although... Ooh, I'll have to check and see if I can make the Wii run the Japanese stuff with a mod. I'll have to check that, because the way I run this on the GameCube is through the use of an action replay, which is fun. I do like playing Soul Calibur 2. The problem is that I don't have more than one fully functioning GameCube controller right now. I need to replace those as well. The life of a retro tech lover is never actually having everything in working order. That is the life I lead. Also over here, I have some arcade collections, like these Capcom collections that have all the Street Fighter 2 on them. Midway Arcade Treasures, which has Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. And Primal Rage and Pit Fighter, if you want to play those. Fuck Primal Rage, I want to play Dino Rex. That's what I want to play. And obviously I've got more fighting games on the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo and PS1. The copy of Eternal Champions and Sega CD is sitting right there. That's SE3 on PS2. There's corruption glitch with the game saves, multi-copies of things on games like different... actually, if I were to start playing Soul Calibur 3 seriously again, I would probably just get the fan-modded version to put on my modded PS2, because that's an option now. And it's a really good fan mod. Like, what's it called? Soul Calibur 2 Arcade Edition is what they call it. The arcade version of Soul Calibur 3 actually came out after the PS2 port, and it was vastly improved. Yeah, fans work to make... You're not talking... Yeah, I meant to say 3. I'm sorry. That's my fault. But yeah, 3 has problems. 3 has problems in terms of gameplay, too. Like, 3 is just not a great game. But the fan mod does make it a fair bit better. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to enter the shop to re-familiarize myself with the controls here. I feel like that is important to do. And my, my health is already in rough shape. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I forgot I had that one set. Oh, my guard break is set to triangle. Alright. I should check my techniques just to make sure I got everything set. Alright, that's my current combo setup. Guard breaker, charged punch. Yes, man, kablam. Barrel roll kick. Okay. Roulette techniques. Also, I just realized I was so busy talking to the bunny girl selling stuff here, I never noticed there's some old guy over here. Oh, Chihuahua race? Nah. What do you got for me, baby? Yeah, I wasn't gonna buy any new techniques right now. Those would be fun to have, but they're for later. Just think of what I have right now instead of changing things up for right as I started the game. But yeah, let's see. Let's see, that's my regular combo. I have my guard breaker set up there. Alright. Gotta remember to do these dodge moves as well. That's something important to remember. I did not mean to use that. Whoops. I completely blew my chance at using that, but it's fine. Just trying to Okay, that's a taunt. That's my instant turnaround, and this up here is my roulette attack, so. Supposedly more reliable way to make money than the blackjack tables. I mean, if I want to make more money, I'll keep that in mind. For now, I say we continue on in and get my ass kicked while I try to do this. Deactivate God Hand with R2 as well. Ooh, okay, I'll remember that next time. So, last time on God Hand. What the fuck? Alright, we're right back into it, huh?
You're not a human, are you?
What?
And I'm not normal.
We really are right back into it, huh? £400 of weird right off the bat. Yeah, it was not gonna let me just ease back into this shit. Game said, okay, you took a break for 2 weeks. Let me show you why you shouldn't have. Oh my gosh, stop. What? No, that's not free. Thank you, though. Ow. You know what's great about this game is the fact that anybody who comes into the stream right now will just be dumbfounded right off the bat by what they're seeing. Well, that just happened. Welcome in, Kyoku Sagani. I was literally just talking about how people who come into this stream are going to be hit with the weird right off the bat. Welcome in, Kyo. Welcome in, KBX. It's God Hand. This is empty already. It's just water. Got through most of the TV show Firefly. It was good, but not the way some people claim. Usually the things that are overly hyped up and have like years worth of hype put behind them aren't as good as people claim. Not Jaws though. Jaws was fucking fantastic. Anyway, he's got a zipper back here. Okay, so I guess it's just a guy in a gorilla suit then. I'm not sure if that was even remotely relevant. The game just decided to have that happen. Is there anything else around here for me to interact with? I guess not. The door has been opened! You can see why it has a cult following. This wasn't your thing personally. I can get that. Alright, next area. I'm not even gonna bother saving, we're just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna give me just a second because... Hold on. Yep, there is no subtitle option, so for cutscenes I just have to shut up and listen. Canon Stance School. Okay. Let's get to it. Oh. Okay. I only got one shot off that, but it was amazing. Man, that trip up there is nasty. Godhand isn't overhyped until he deserves the second shot along with Akami. Oh, I wasn't saying this game's overhyped. I was more referring to what Taylor was talking about with Firefly. This has been amazing. Son of a bitch. No. Do not. He's still not down.
Wow.
You're already spanked. Welcome back. Okay. Just that girl and that clown left. I am... That was the best time for a level up to come out. Oh, that's a person. I'm sorry. Well,
You gotta be kidding me.
and he's already a demon, and yep. I had a feeling I was about to bite it there. I was operating on empty for most of that fight. Oh well. Here we go! I don't get a second chance of fighting that demon either. Yeah. Get out of here, you dumb broad. Alright. Come on. Stay down. I said stay down. I remember to use that instant turnaround more often. Get up. High cross kick acquired. Alright.
Nice. Thank you. I love it. Thank you.
Any more asses for me to kick? There sure are. Stop that. Oh no, the game self-censored itself. The music still sounds like 60s beats music. The music in this game has been incredible, quite frankly.
I love it.
Alright.
Wow.
Another clown, huh? Alright. Bring it on, fatso. That looks like a switch. There we go.
What do you think? Come on!
The music in this is absolute insanity, and I kind of love that about it. Hold on a sec. Remember, guys, the red barrel means explosion. Oh, of course there's more. Nothing can ever be easy. Oi! Nobody asked your opinion. Oh, come on! Whatever attention you're looking for, I'm not giving it.
You gotta be kidding me!
Wow, all the way back here, huh? So she's giving you said it 3 times and then tagged me on it in my server. You know what, actually, new rule, Billy. If you say something 3 times in a row, I'm not going to respond to it, period. Ah, demon. Come on, stay down. Huh, where'd the corn come from? Okay, stop trying to do that. It literally will not work. And we're done here. Nice. That ruled.
Nice. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
There we go. Killer Clown, he is not.
Come on!
Now I have 2 roulette coins, a full bar. There's still some smut back here for me to use to refill. And an umbrella, so make sure to use those. Are you kidding me? Nope, I used everything that was in there. No appropriate usage of those techniques. Still knocking on death's door, though.
Who do you think you're looking at?
Yeah, of course, it just leads back here.
Who do you think you're looking at?
Nice.
Wow. Okay, this part's easy.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
And of course, that wasn't it.
Great. Nice.
The sad face. Alright, are we... Next area. Oh, there's a branching path thing here. Oh. It's locked. Okay, not a branching path. Cool. Hmm. The not so fun house. This game, okay. Good old PS2 load times, right? a little quicker than how it goes in Final Fantasy IV when I'm saving data on the PS1 at least. Alright, let's see what happens next. This isn't a fun house, this is a cave! I mean, it did say it was a not-so-fun house, so... Sure, I guess.
Cardown Wild, Joker! One hard gangster, Diamond! You can find me at the club! Have your pet neutered or spayed! Ow, 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 ow! I'm hurt! I mean hurt! Together we are the... Magnetic Pow!
Douchebags.
Oh, gee, you have such a way with words.
You are all weirdos.
It wasn't even like okay. The obvious parody with the costumes, that was pretty good. That was eye roll, you know, that was fine. The voices continued to build it up with the stupid puns they were making. Then the team name comes out with all the posing. But even that wasn't enough to make me crack. It was Gene's response to the whole thing. Gene's response to the whole thing was what broke me there. I'm gonna go fill this up real quick. You know what? I'm just gonna fill up one. Hold on.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Okay. Okay. Do I get to hear that again? No, it starts again. Okay. Oh, what? Okay, I'm not even sure how I'm gonna deal with this. I didn't press the channel change button. I pressed... It's not the off button either, you stupid piece of shit. I promise you guys, I'm not accidentally pushing the off button. The off button is on the front of the TV. I am pushing the volume change button on the top of the TV, and it is turning the TV off instead. That's how you know this thing's old. Oliver Clear. Those that you buy lose to constantly. Alright. Now. Oh my gosh, I can't keep track of them all. Ow! This chaos. I should really watch like a play, like somebody who's actually good at the game play it to get an idea of how you're supposed to play it, because I am definitely not playing optimally. In the hands of the gods. It's just water. I tell you, every time I have these up, people are like, what you drinking? It's water. It's just water. It's always just been water. I am boring. I am milquetoast. I don't drink much soda at all. I don't even drink beer, like, at all. I can't have most alcohol. It's just water. Also, stop asking me questions over and over again. Seriously. Nope, I did not say stop asking questions. I said stop asking them over and over again. Oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do here?
I love it. Wow.
You can only got him if you can scream it. It's good. No, this game's fun. I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to do to get past this part of the game currently. This part is definitely chaotic. The Power Painter's giving you a hard time. They really are. I'm not sure what to do here, and to be fair, I know I'm not playing this game optimally. I need to watch somebody who's actually good at it play it and see what that looks like, because there's definitely a way the game's supposed to be played. Half of things for a parody. I want to go to that. I really want to go to that, okay? don't know if I'll be able to, because I'd want to take my brother and father to it, and doing that for Ninja Scroll, I think, was a $40 venture already. I don't know what my financials are going to be looking like in April, so it's something I have to remember to look at. Will you all just line up in formation again? Bastards. She's called 5 Years of Godhead and it's straight up cracked out. See if it's up here. You can't drive and your mother doesn't feel comfortable driving on freeways. Yeah, I can see that being a problem. Show Phantom Menace in re-release. I mean, I already had to miss that once. And I saw Phantom Menace in the theaters when I was 3 years old. It would be cool to see it, but it's not something I feel like I have to go see. Vampire Hunter D in the theaters, though, that's definitely something I would like to experience, because that movie's awesome. Hopefully this means Bloodlust isn't too far behind, although if they did do it, it would be with the newer English dub, which I'm not a big fan of. I prefer the original. That original dub is way cooler. And before anybody says, oh, you should just watch it subbed, you all know Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust was made with the English dub in mind, right? Well, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well. Well, that almost did it. Okay, I think we got one. Line your all's asses up so I can do that again. Alright, that's another one down. Another one. Pick up the cherries, Gene. Oh, okay. Well, that means it's time for me to unload on you.
Awesome.
Woo!
Nice.
There we go. Got him.
Formation! Z! Next time we'll deal you a killer hand!
I'll be damned.
Keep on rolling.
Yeah!
Some of the best voice actors in the industry. Yes, correct, Zatara. Yes. Thank you for bringing back the Under for Vampire Hunter D. Yeah, that original dub of Bloodlust is amazing. It was not Streamline that did Bloodlust. No, Streamline did the original one. But yeah, I'm talking about Bloodlust. If they show Bloodlust in theaters, it'll be with that newer dub, which just isn't anywhere near as good as the original dub, man. The original Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust dub is fantastic. That is the way to watch the movie. Surviving might have our interest have seen this yet? I don't know, but you gotta remember this is a Japanese game, so they were definitely doing a parody of Power Rangers here. Probably Go-Go 5 specifically, considering they were calling themselves the Midget 5. That's the game's word. That's what they were calling them. I didn't make that up. You can look it up. That is clearly what that team called themselves. Frankly, if you get attacked with a bunch of Rangers, there's one way to solve that. Raida Henshin! This belt's too small for me. Actually, I bought it for my baby sister. I could just put the... Oh gosh, am I actually about to do this? Am I about to be a gigantic dork? Am I about to do that? I'm about to do that. So nod to Jack with the symbols. Yeah, no, you're actually right. Jack was definitely something they did there with the suit hand thing. Hold on here. I'm gonna try this real quick. This is actually for maybe sister's thing, but I want to try this. Chat, this is gonna be the stupidest thing I've ever done, okay? Straight up, this is gonna be the stupidest thing I've ever done on stream. Alright. Guard symbols of aces fades. Yeah. No, very nice reference there for anybody into Tokusatsu. It's the sort of thing that an American's kind of gonna get, and they're gonna go, "Ha, that's funny." But if you're super into the Japanese side of things, it's gonna be even funnier. This is so dumb. Why am I doing this? Get through there. Get through there. The end of this belt is frayed, so getting it through here is kind of a pain in the ass. See that, right? This is so fucking dumb. Why am I doing this? This is again, it's almost through. Belt. Alright, there we go. I'm not even gonna bother putting this thing on properly. This is so so stupid. Why am I doing this? This is so dumb. And I'm assuming you're all gonna want to actually have this zoomed in. No, not VLC. This is the one that has my camera on it. Where's my face cam? Oh, hey, there it is. Also, Scary Bunyip. Hi. Let's get that out of the way. And the Desco belt. Okay. Hold on a sec. I'm not gonna take the time to put this on through the belt loop. It ain't happening. Don't get what you get here. This is so stupid. Why am I doing this? Doing it for the views. I'm doing it for the views, chat. What views? This channel gets like a max of 12 viewers at a time. Only on the Shaggy Turtle Studio channel will you see somebody putting on a stupid Kamen Rider belt that he's just gonna look like a dork in. And of course somebody's gonna open the channel right here. Of course they are. Okay. Time to embarrass myself on the internet. Okay, let me see here. Daida! Henshin! Twirl! This is the stupidest thing I've ever done! And I'll quiet up now. Okay, we're done. We're done. I hope you enjoyed that. I did the pose, Sayla. It's the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life. Oh, the intro's here. Didn't mean to play that intro again. Don't mind me, I'm just putting my sister's belt back together so she can have it later. Bought this for her as a Christmas present a couple of years ago. And she is very much a Kamen Rider fan. She loves the original 70s series. Because I am her big brother. There. Belt moment. Thank you for the clip, KBX. It had to happen. And now I will be eternally reminded that I did that on stream. Alright. Okay. Back to business. Reading a book. A comfy pillow. He's late again. What on earth? How did I never notice these? Exercise. Olivia go around. I don't even know what those are about. Alright. I'm supposed to go that way, I guess. Pieces of crap are all plastic. The least you can do is make it destructible. Gorge Whiskey, thank you for the follow. Oh my god. Is that a fucking pirate ship? Is that a theme park pirate ship? Is that a theme park pirate ship?
You're not Alexander.
Return fire with the same button as the cannon? What? Alrighty then. They should not have left all these goods here for me to use as projectiles. Now, well, that was bound to fail eventually. Whatever, he's still not gonna follow me on the land. Pussy. Alright, let's see what we do here now. First try! I was not going to screw up a game of Simon Says, come on. That wasn't happening. Am I really gonna throw every barrel at this guy? Absolutely. Why would they place these all here if they didn't want me to throw them all at him? Come on. Alright, special delivery! Alright, now come down here and fight me like a man. Come on, do it.
I love it. Great.
Are there any more guys up here I can fight? No? Ooh, 100 fists? Well, that's instantly getting installed. Hold on. Man-to-man technique, long-range technique. Donkey Kong. Dunk Honky Kong. I mean, I did essentially just completely Donkey Kong that whole thing.
Nice.
Okay, so where's the way forward then?
Nice.
Ah. I had to find the key. Okay. Oh, what? Oi! You look like the perfect person to test out my new technique on. Or you would be if I actually had it. I didn't have the coin for it. There's got to be a different way to build up those roulette attacks than just getting cards, right?
Nice.
Oh, this is just bullying. He's dead, just for the record. I'm just doing this because I can. Alright. Seems to be everything. Okay. There we go. Well, that was certainly a excursion. Not even gonna bother saving or checking out the shop. We're just gonna run back out here. And he's dead. Damn it. Stop being a bastard. The door's been opened. Stage 3. Puppy Kingdom. The first Slam Dunk the other day. Oh, that's the new Slam Dunk movie, right? I have not gotten to see that. Slam Dunk's cool, though. I do like the original Slam Dunk show. Puppy Kingdom. Oh, boy. It's the return of the poison chihuahuas. Well, I'm not gonna hit them, so... They're just doggos. What? I'm not an Iraqi villain. I'm not in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not gonna punt the dog. Pretty good. A little heavy on the K-drama seasoning, but Hanamichi made up for being more dumb and unhinged than ever.
This should prove to be a wonderful show.
Hate to burst your bubble, but I'm no one's toy. But if you're after a playmate, I know this one girl.
You just don't understand women. There can never be two queens. Looks like this dog can be trained after all.
Guess the right
The only
idea.
bitch that needs training is you.
So you're gonna train me, huh? First man I've met who's ever said that.
Really? I figured a girl like you'd hear that all the time.
Alright then.
Oh, maybe I expected too Feel me too.
Alright, so that doesn't work. Ow.
I'll whip you.
Wanna say that again?
Don't cream your fancy yet, sweetie.
It'll take me a few tries. Instant kill. Not Sailor Moon's finger.
I'll whip you into shape.
Huh? Well, that happened.
Oh, maybe I expected too much.
Darn it. Gotta figure it out.
You're sure you're a
No, I'm a dog. You turned me into one. Crazy bitch. Dang it. Is she stupid? Paris Hilton means we were fixated on toy-sized dogs. Maybe. You have a point. You have a point. Ah.
You sure you're a man? Oh, maybe I expected too much. You sure you're a man?
Dang it.
Don't cream your pants yet, please.
You know, it might be the best time to test this out. Was curious how that would turn out. Worth it. I was about to die anyway.
I'll whip you.
Ah. Right into the iron bars. I didn't mean to dash like that. Dashing past her is actually part of what's been killing me so far. Ah, that was my fault. I broke the rhythm. Elvis is not gonna be happy you clapped those cheeks. I was Man, Elvis is a great character. I love him in this game. He's awesome. I need to not let up the rhythm once I get into it. Damn it.
Oh, maybe I expected too much. Oh, maybe I expected too much.
Alright, I'm gonna die. I might as well see what's in these, right? Or get shot from behind. Yeah, basically running out of her range is a problem. Oh, Sonic Unleashed? I did see that it got a fan PC port, which is pretty cool.
Don't cream your pants yet.
Damn it.
Don't cream your pants yet, sweetie. You'll make an excellent winter.
Oh, there is a way inside.
Don't cream your pants yet, sweetie. You sure you're a man?
Awesome.
Okay, so this is a trap. I had a feeling it was. But considering I was on death's door, I was curious to see anyway. Of course. Oh, come on. And we're right back into it. Dang it! I didn't even get the chest there. The BGM goes while me running on a truck. I gotta look at your new moves from the last couple levels. I did pull out the 100 fist attack. I haven't tried to rearrange my move list yet. I've been considering it the past few rounds. I just haven't felt like I have to yet. Ow!
You sure you're a man?
Will you shut up?
I'll whip you in the face.
You
Awesome.
Stomp him in the ground. You know what? Why not?
Awesome. Great. Great.
I snap kick acquired. No. You know what I think it's time for? And one more time. Sorry, I'm just really tired of this old song and dance, lady. I'm going to beat your ass. Both literally and figuratively. Oh my gosh, Key. Just stay on her. Jean, stay on her. There we go. Got her.
I have never been so embarrassed.
I know. I always seem to exceed women's expectations.
You certainly exceeded mine.
Ah, yes. Another satisfied customer.
This is farewell for now.
What?
Next time, you won't be disappointed.
A bus?
That's what I said! Oh, man. The cutscenes really do just make you want to keep playing the game, I swear. I just felt like that was the appropriate thing to do. This is my brother's lightsaber. Anyway. I haven't once made it to level die yet.
Shannon, it seems you failed us as well. Hey, don't talk to her like that. Remember who's in charge.
I won't make excuses. You just have to let me finish what I've started.
We want him alive.
I'll do it.
Shut up, human! You think we'd let filth like you screw this up?
Elvis, shut up! Just let me make that man my slave.
Enough! I'm going to try Dr. Ion. Okay? You're going to use a cheap tin can for this? If Dr. Ion can capture the God Hand, he can take your place in the Four Devas. If you replaced me with that stupid toy, these meetings won't go any smoother.
Sometimes I think all we do is hold these ridiculous meetings.
Pitiful. I'm gonna do this my way.
Man, Dark Schneider let himself go. A bus? Yeah. Oh boy. Alright, it's 11:31. I can play for about another hour, so let's keep doing this. Ooh, Ninja Resurrection. I love that. I love that anime. It's a fucked up anime. That guy that walked out is just Leon. I mean, hey, it's a Capcom game, right? Alright, I don't remember if I just saved or not, but it's fine. Let's go check this shop and see if I have anything worth doing it. Also, since we're getting to another thing, let's see about maybe changing up my, my repertoire. Let's see, uppercut. Anything else new? Really pay up. Elbow spin. Sugar Gene combo? Okay, I like that. Mach speed jab, that's also pretty cool. Haymaker, forearm smash. Elbow vortex. Okay, they got a lot of cool stuff here now. Hand plant kick. Double snap kick. Triple snap kick. Charge punch 3. Alright. What do we got for roulette abilities? Zen Revival is a recover technique, 1-inch punch. Kung Fu Samba, Typhoon Kick. Divine Smash, God Stomp 2. Alright. I know what I want, it's really dumb that I want it, but anyway. I know what I want is really dumb, but I'm gonna get it anyway. Alright, let's mess with our combo string a little bit. That is the coolest feature to this game, is being able to build your own combo. Let's see. What do I want to try? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Ah, I can only have them set in one slot at a time. I'll go with that for now. That's what you really, really want, Jay. Let's see how this sounds. Let's see. Oh, okay. That feels really snappy. I wonder how that'll feel in actual combat. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to bring that into the field right now. Hold on a second. I am very, very curious what that'll feel like. Hold on.
Why is it that every woman I know is trying to make me her pet?
Isn't it because you're a little puppy? You know I like dogs.
I gotta go.
That's perfect. Since you're going out, I'd like you to destroy this mobile fort for me.
Hey now, you should do your own dirty work.
I checked it out. They're using the fort to dig up some sort of evil.
Checked it out. Listen, do me a favor. Stay here and be a good girl. What?
I knew you cared about me.
You're crazy.
Don't trust her. Holy shit, it's Wild Wild West.
That?
Just open up with the good stuff. Anyone else? That it? Alright.
Wow.
Alright, it's not a terrible combo, but I feel like it needs a little bit more work, because it's definitely missing some things. Darn it. Insipid boys. Hold on. We're kinda... Let me see here. His step back kick's kinda... Yeah. Kinda getting in the way. Let's try that. Okay, this is killer. Okay. Really? We're gonna get one right off the bat? Game does really like keeping you on your toes. Fuck. We'll keep going. That combo is really good, though. No deeper than that one. Now, a little bit of my own medicine there. Ah, there he is.
I love it.
And good night. Okay, I like this new combo I put together. This is good.
Insolent fool.
I did not mean to do that. It's fine. That accidental button press turned out to work in my favor. Alright. We continue. Can't believe people hated this game. It's something great. Here's the thing. And I think part of the reason this didn't hit very hard with people. Yes, I have a Kaiser Knuckle ad. You would be surprised at some of the ads I have, man. I just don't get to show them all off at once because I attune them to personal shows. This one let me do a lot of crazy stuff, though. Anyway. No, I think part of the reason this didn't go over as well for a lot of people is that the combat's actually super technical. Like, it's something. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's save the game real quick. Sorry, I was checking some messages I got. Gonna go till about 12:30. It is currently 11:47, so we still got some more time with this game. Which works out just great for me. Excuse me. Only fighting side marks now. Or at least robots, I guess. I don't know. I'll spank an android. I don't give a fuck. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Things have gotten a little more difficult. Sukeban boy, going to guys' bad work? I mean, I've never seen it, so I have an opinion. What makes it bad? I should have watched it, honestly. I've known about it for years. Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to teach you how to understand Billy. Gonna teach you how to understand Billy. When you call him out on something and he says, never mind, that means I haven't actually watched it. Gonna teach you a lesson. When you call Billy out on something and he says, never mind, it means he hasn't actually watched the thing and he is just trying to get you to say something about it. So, Billy, if you have not seen something, no, you don't get to distract people with the use of... You don't get to distract people and cover me up with the use of my own triggers. Or did you forget? Those aren't something... Those aren't something I have no control over. I can literally go... Boop. Well, you shouldn't say Aegis Rim. We're not playing that. I can literally go... Boop. And they're off. So... I need to actually put this part into writing. Two things now. A... Stop saying the same thing over and over again in the hope that I will respond to it. Because you do that at my shows, you do it at Fred's shows, you do it at Pete's shows, you do it at Grant's shows. You are just trying to get a rise out of me right now. Anyway, you do it at everybody's shows. It annoys everyone. You will literally say something and then 2 messages later you will repeat it. You will repeat it. Not even 2 messages later, like you think your message is somehow gone from my screen. I literally have chat taking up the entire right side of my screen, right here. I can see every word that's said. So can Fred. So can Grant. So can Pete. We can all see it. And we will respond to you when it is appropriate. Or if it is appropriate. I see literally everything you say. Second of all, if you haven't seen something and haven't experienced it for yourself, you don't get to have an opinion on it. So I will ask you one more time, and you must either say, I haven't seen it, or give me an actual answer. What makes Sukeban Boy Nagai's bad work? This is your homework assignment now. Say stupid shit, get hit. You haven't seen it, equal? Well, there you go. Now you're being honest. Did that motherfucker just T-post through me? Hey, Lakota Warrior, it is the one and only Shaggy. I think it's just every single enemy type has their own unique pummel animation. Hold on. Just checking something. I'll see you later. Anyway, every enemy type has their own special pummel animation. It just happens that the pummel animation for the women enemies is, well, what you've seen. What the fuck does that mean? I don't even understand the question.
Nice.
Hey, Pete, welcome in. Glad you could show up. Yeah, we're playing more God Hand. This game is crazy. Time for your shenanigans. Motherfucker. Alright then. Alright then. Billy Mount wants to know, am I literally God by deleting and retracting everyone's comments and posts on here and on Discord? I literally don't do that. I literally don't do that. I literally told you to stop deleting your comments. I delete and retract people's comments? Motherfucker, you delete and retweet your own comments. I don't do that. What the hell are you talking about? Okay, you wanted to derail my whole stream and have all the attention? Congratulations, you just did it. Yeah, I'm fully aware I am right now, Pete. Can my computer stop freezing up? There we go. Alright, now that that's been dealt with. That's a good question. They have nice juicy bums, muscular, well... I mean, it's giving us some pretty nicely crafted butts. Although right now we're beating up cyborgs, I think, or robots or something. Although more commonly they're beating me up. And of course the demon pop that one. Sure. Because I'm equipped to handle that right now. Let me try this again. Let me try this again. Guard. Break back. Boom. First one dealt with. I wish I had an extra roulette coin on me so I could show you one of my new moves I unlocked, because they're pretty good. Right? I did not mean to do that. I'll use it, but that's not what I meant to do. Banking the robo chips. Hell yeah. Now to deal with the big guy. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Yeah, the cyborg hit sounds are great. This is super satisfying. Oh. Fucker T-pose through me again. No, 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 no. None of that. Down, boy.
I love it.
Saved by the orange. I get this guy out. Trapped by demons for their own pleasures a go-go. Once they're like this, there's nothing I can do. Well, that sucks. You can't break through it with your god hand or something? Gotta get a god hand. You legit want to play this? You're supposed to just don't even see the gameplay? Man, Pete, I think you would love it. The next level is called Kissing a Hot Chick. Oh boy. Rodney King with that stun baton. Yeah, I was having about enough of that. Welcome in. Yeah, no. This alone is worth modding your PS2, dude. This game alone. And you do want to mod your PS2 to play this or emulate it because the actual cartridge costs upwards of... Not cartridge, the disc. Costs upwards of $100. It's just... You're not gonna pay for that to get the actual disc of this. On that note, Capcom, re-release this shit already. Seriously. This game is awesome. Yes, it is. PlayStation cartridges. Alright, let's see what kissing a hot chick entails. I am curious. These aren't hot chicks, these are boxes! Oh. Hey, you! Where is it? Up there? Let's see here. Oh, hold on. I see what's going on here. Ah, I missed. Hold on. This is very silly. Alright then. Sometimes it's awesome to be the good guy.
I love it.
Donkey Kong Stage 2. Yes! Alright, can't go through there. Anything in any of these? Alright, we got another card. I'll take that. Your turn. Oh, you got another demon. Ah, fuck. Didn't press that fast enough. Oh, and that cut off a huge chunk of my life bar. Okay, before I do anything else. Ow. Alright, full God Hand mode time. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose and have to do the whole stage over again. I'd rather not. Go down, 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 go to sleep, 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 go to sleep. And plant kick acquired. Alright. That was clutch. Finally, you get some sugar from the ladies. Capcom is too busy recycling Resident Evil games that don't need remaking, trying to make you feel bad killing monsters in their monster killing game to bring back Godhead and other past greats. Wait, no, seriously? Trying to make you feel bad? Is that something that's actually in Wilds? Because all I've heard about Wilds is that it runs like shit right now. Lise was excited for it. Falco was excited for it. They both got it, and then they were both like, oh, this shit's rougher than a badger's ass. Reminds you of the Bouncer? Look, I don't worry. You talking about the movie or the PS2 game by Square Enix? Because I've not played that. I got in sequel. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it'd be too polished. The lack of polish on this game actually kind of gives it its unique charm. I think a modern sequel would be too polished. As weird as that might sound. I assume it was the Van Damme flick as well. PS2. That's wild. Some character whining about the monsters being killed is part of the plot. No way. No way. Dude. Okay. I am by no means a Monster Hunter lore expert. That'd be Falco or my brother. But is it not established in... Also, Lakota, let's not use that phrase around here. I don't... I want this place to be something everybody can hang out at. Not that you can't use that word in your own time, just not here. MySpace. Anyway. So, let me just comprehend this for a second, Wirebrain. The Monster Hunter games, up to this point, have all established that the monsters are aberrations. They are not normal parts of the environment. They are... I'm not sure what the correct term is here, but they're like mutants or something, right? He called you that after you collapsed from bloodlust. Ah, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Unless you're talking about British Tigs or a bundle of twigs. Right. I've wanted to play those commercials on here, but I feel like I'd get suspended. Then again, I run that French leather commercial like all the time. That one's pushing it. Cause in French, leather is C-U-I-R, pronounced queer. And the commercial literally has a guy dressed in the most stereotypical fashion in leather, walk up to some door, to some sort of bar in a dingy part of town, knocks on the door, some guy opens up a viewport, and he's all like, queer? And then the guy just looks at him and goes, queer. And then you do some sort of dance number. It's the stupidest commercial I have in my collection by far, and I love it. But it is definitely pushing the limits. Man, that sucks, Lakota. I'm sorry you had to put up with that. Actually I mean, some of them are ripped. I bet when they're not kidnapping virgins, eating villagers, they eat a clean diet, watch some American shit, off to work. Hey, good luck at work, Pete. Thank you for popping in. It's the vibe that dragons and wyverns were all established parts of the ecosystems. The humans helped them stop causing ecological disasters, causing local extinctions of animals stick around. I'd have to ask Falco, who's probably playing Minecraft with his buddies, or my brother, who's out in the living room, for what they know about Monster Hunter lore. But as I've had it explained to me, the monsters are not a good thing. They are a bad thing. Right? But, like, it's established. They hunt the monsters because the monsters are actively harmful to people and the environment. So if this new Monster Hunter game is coming out and has a character in it complaining about killing the monsters, it's not antithetical to everything that has been established up to this point. I'm saying this as somebody who isn't super in on the lore, okay? But as insofar as I'm aware, every Monster Hunter since the PS2 days has made it very clear that the monsters are not poor innocent little animals, they are menaces. So anybody who is wanting to whine about the monsters being hunted is woefully misunderstanding the situation. Then again, people are also complaining about demons being portrayed as evil in Free Ren, so what do I know? Don't even get me started on that, by the way, because that is just people willfully misinterpreting the message of a series to make people who like it look bad. I don't think it's now an accepted political movement. You're fine. Star Trek hunts them to extinction, so you can see this being a plot point, but not a particularly important one to anybody that's playing the series throughout the years. Yeah. Okay, manipulated the hunter and thinking that. I mean, Billy, I don't doubt that you're not familiar with it because you don't play video games. I have played some of Monster Hunter Rise. That is about it. I wish I had more time for Monster Hunter. I could see it being a series I get super invested in if I had the time for it. Like, I can see that being, like, one of my things, frankly. I enjoyed playing it. But I only have a limited amount of time to play video games. Yeah, if you guys can believe it, I'm not spending all my time offline playing video games either. Like, usually if I'm not streaming, it means I'm working or I'm hanging out with friends. The most played game I've had recently has been playing Minecraft, and that's because Falco and his friends are always playing it, and I've been building a really kick-ass treehouse. It's more of a tree fortress at this point. Like, it's gigantic. I have a farm up in the sky because of this stupid treehouse I've built. It has a whole-ass farm on it. It also has an aquarium. It has a pub. I recently started branching out and building tiny little houses attached to various trees, making it like it's a fucking forest on Endor or something. I'm having a blast making this. And I love it. New Monster Hunter, MC feels bad for the monsters. Everybody stop hunting the monsters. They stop hunting them. The monsters are alive and nice populated. Everyone dies. That's the logical assumption of what happens. That's so weird. Ugh. It really is something I've noticed, though. People do... Okay, maybe I'm getting up on a soapbox here. And Monster Hunter doesn't necessarily fall in this because I'm sure that the point of a character in a Monster Hunter game coming up hunting the monsters is from a humanitarian point of view of, oh, they're animals, we shouldn't be hunting them. And as somebody who considers himself a little bit of an animal rights activist, I get it. I understand that. I do have opinions on certain things. However, I do feel like this ties into a weird trend I've noticed lately, which is people glorifying and defending the villains in various stories. Like I've been watching people try to defend Megatron for years now, because, oh, Megatron was actually right. No. Megatron recognized the problem with Cybertronian society, but he wasn't ever right. He could identify the problem and thought he had a good solution. His good solution involved the deaths of literally millions. They freak out not because of the demons, but because the demons only admit saying things they know will manipulate people. Yeah, hold on. The demons only admit to saying things they know will manipulate people to act prey on, as one young demon called Screaming Mama, as heroes were attacking her, a magical word. Yes, so as I understand the demons in Freeren, it's literally established that they have evolved to hunt humans, and words to them are just a means to being able to hunt humans more effectively. They'll use these words, but they don't necessarily understand the context. I've seen a scene where one of them literally asks the other, hey, what's a father? After using it to basically convince a human to stop attacking him because, well, you killed my father, so it's even, you know, that sort of thing. And the thing people seem to be arguing about for that is, the thing people seem to be arguing here is the idea that, oh, the series is portraying these sentient creatures as pure evil, ergo, it's Nazi ideology. It's making it, again, I've seen this actual argument made. There are people out there claiming that it's Nazi ideology because it's portraying the demons as pure evil, and therefore it's justified to wipe them out. Don't like their playbook getting leaked? Oh, I see what you're saying now. I don't disagree with you. For the record, I've thought the same thing. I understand what you're saying now. Magneto and X-Men, well, you can see the problems he isn't right about how to handle it. Yes, Sayla, very similar. Most versions of Megatron, Billy. The G1 Megatron is a little trickier to nail down because, as far as we're aware with G1 Megatron, he was always kind of an asshole. A lot of the more modern interpretations of Megatron is more of an idealist who takes a violent path to get what he wants. He's usually a gladiator or some type of blue-collar worker who sees the mistreatment of the lower class and decides that the only way to change that is through a violent uprising that ultimately gets innocents involved in the crossfire. Nazis call this show Nazi ideology. Gee, I wonder why! He will make a the extra later version. No, he didn't. He was very much a despot from the beginning. It was later versions who chose to flesh him out, and I'm kind of glad they did, honestly. Original G1 Megatron is a charismatic villain for sure, but he is incredibly one-note. I like him a lot. I love that villain. But I do love a lot of later versions of Megatron way more. One of my favorite Transformer characters, honestly. Oh, man. I am burning time here. We don't have all night. I am close to death. But I did kill that demon, so I think we're safe. Let's see. Seriously, we want the God Hand. Oh, this game's got jokes. Did you get to see King of Egypt run? I mean, one. I haven't. I really want to. I think it's on Paramount, which we do have. I haven't got the chance to watch it yet. I have been told it's actually pretty good. Even Lise, who knows nothing about Transformers, she had never watched anything Transformers related. She went to see it with some of her siblings. And when she came back, she was like, yeah, it was actually really cool. And I was surprised to hear that coming from her because I didn't think it would have been her thing. But yeah, everybody's telling me I should watch it. That and Sonic 3. Everybody keeps telling me I have to go watch Sonic 3, which I want to watch because I like the first two Sonic movies. I thought they were fun. As somebody who's been a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog since he was a kid, I was not insulted by those movies. Oh, but Sonic's doing the floss. Yeah, because he's a teenager in a modern movie. Sonic has always been a teenager. He's always been like a young teen. He's a kid. If we're doing a modern version of Sonic, yeah, he's gonna do the stupid shit modern kids do. That's how it works. No, she's never seen anything Transformers, Billy. Everything she knew about Transformers going into that movie, she learned from me because I am a giant fucking dork. Contrast Rita in MPPR with Bandora and Zyuranger. One is a villain that's developed and has legit... Oh, there's two reasons to be evil. Well, Rita is just evil. That's a good comparison. Yeah, I want to see Sonic 3. I enjoyed the first two a lot. I will definitely check it out. I've heard from people that it's actually really, really good, which excites me. I read that had sex with You know, there are people there who think that that trailer was made specifically so they could get the reaction they did and then change it. I'm sorry, I don't buy that for a second, because there are a great many things you can say about that original Sonic design. It was horrifying, it was ugly, it was a terrible decision. But one thing I can say about it from the bottom of my heart is that that model did not look cheap. That was not cheap enough to be a joke. Somebody spent a lot of money making that model. And it backfired. It was some out-of-touch exec who thought they knew what they were doing. That's what that original Sonic design was. It's on Paramount Plus. It was discussed with the trailer, but it was convinced from people's reviews. And yes, it's a long time. It's a great origin story take. Ah, yes, I will be glad to see it. No, I'm a big Transformers fan. I think you guys know that. I mean, I have a whole shelf of them right over there. I adore the Transformers. I am somebody who is super into the lore. I know a lot about them. I have heard there's a lot of things I'm going to catch in Transformers 1 as a longtime fan. Ooh, hey, MD Geist. That's my favorite piece of shit anime up there. Love MD Geist. Anyway, yeah, the trailer did not convince me either, Wirebrain. I don't think it convinced anybody. The Transformers 1 trailer was horrible. Like, just not good at all. It's not that Paramount listened to the fans. That's something people don't seem to get about that. People are like, oh, the fans pressured them, or the fans bullied them. Do you guys realize how stupid it is to say that? If Paramount was convinced that this was going to work, they absolutely would have just gone ahead with it. They changed it because they realized, oh, nobody's going to go watch this movie. That's the thing here. You can't... It's not bullying a studio into... It's not bullying a studio into changing the design. That's not what it is. It is them realizing, oh, people are serious. They aren't going to go see this movie. And guess what? Depriving a studio of its hard-earned money, which it didn't hard-earn, that was a bad choice of words. Point is, depriving a studio of your money is not bullying them. That is telling them, if you want my money, you better make a better movie. And to be fair, the first Sonic movie was only okay. I liked it, but it was definitely kind of... Sonic 2 I thought was much better, although it's funny because I think people are really the problem with the Sonic movies, actually, the problem I have with them is actually the same one I have with the Michael Bay Transformers movies, which is that yes, there are human characters and there should be something there to ground it, but the human characters are focused on so much more, and it's mainly a budget thing because they don't want to show the models too much, because the models cost money every time they're on screen. So when you have it focused on the human characters, you can have like, that was the problem with the Knuckles TV show, which, yeah, I watched like the first 3 episodes. I think my family is still waiting on me to finish the rest of it. But like, that's the problem right there, is that they took a show that's named after a character and they made it all about a character that we don't give a shit about. I do not care about Wade Whipple. I wanted to see Knuckles being Knuckles because that movie version of Knuckles is incredible, and as somebody who has always considered Knuckles one of his favorite Sonic characters, like, hell yeah. I do really like Knuckles. That's part of why Sonic and Knuckles is my favorite Sonic game. Let's see. Take steps to clean left, but trying to take back Cybertron. Hidden history. Big man, if you think you can make it work without the original fan base, what the hell's the point of bothering with it? I agree with that, Zatara. T1, have the humans there but not be the center of the show. Yeah, I understand why it is that they have the plot center on the humans in these movies, because again, the models cost money. Like, it's going to cost money every time they have those characters on screen. I get it. Counterpoint. Why even do it if you're not going to focus on the characters? Billy, I just said I watched the first 3 episodes of it. I just said that. I was talking about it. I haven't seen the rest of it. I don't know if I want to, frankly, because... Oh, I hate Wade. I hate him so much. I hate that character archetype. The character who is irredeemably stupid and wacky because it'll make kids laugh. I can't stand that shit. And they pair him up with Knuckles, who by association has to be even dumber. And Knuckles by no means is a intelligent wisecracker. He's not Sonic. He's very straightforward to the point. He's a warrior. But when you have him sitting next to another chaotic dumbass, it just drags the whole thing down. We're going to see the Transformers, not the humans. I get that. It's a bit of a concession I feel one has to make, where you have to accept, okay, you're going to have these human characters in there. Can I just ask that the human characters are well written? There's a novel concept, right? Because let me tell you, Shia LaBeouf in the Transformers movies, not a well-written character. His girlfriend, literally there to be eye candy. And to be fair, the human characters in the Sonic movies aren't much better. In the movies, Knuckles is a lot more serious. It piss off fans who would then make videos and rant and become free advertising for the movie. They didn't do a good job and everyone was laughing at Go Sonic. That I agree with, Firebrains. It was absolutely a modern marketing strategy of making it to piss off fans. That I believe. I believe it was absolutely piss off, because that's something we see all the time with modern, like, legacy franchises. Piss off the fans to make free advertising. We've seen it over and over and over and over and over again. That I agree with. I do not think they made it intending to switch models later. That is not what I think they were going for. They were going to release the movie with the ugly Sonic. But then, as you said, everyone hated it. You know, I keep forgetting they made Smurf movies. I didn't watch any of them because it's the fucking Smurfs. They only ever had one time people cared about them. Is that a harsh thing to say? Also, why would you even bother making a live-action Smurf? That's a cartoon. It fits best as a cartoon. What the hell is that? No such thing as bad publicity, and it turns out there is. Yep. It is a problem. Why do I have 9? It's because Lisa's talking about stuff. I need to see what she's doing. Oh, she's getting new dice. That's awesome. Two models pushing back the release date was not an expensive rating right off. They just felt they had no other choice. Because nobody was going to go see it. That's what it was. It wasn't just the fans bitching. Everyone was like, I'm not going to go watch this. He looks terrifying. Kids didn't want to go see it because Sonic looked ugly. Adults didn't want to go see it because they don't give a fuck about Sonic. Sonic fans didn't want to go see it because that's not Sonic. You know? It worked for Flintstones and Scooby-Doo. Interesting points about those two. Those cartoons primarily focus on human characters. All of the budget for Flintstones has to go to the dinosaur effects, right? Dinosaur effects and set dressing. That's where it all goes to. You don't really have to make a ton of characters. You could even, okay, hear me out. You don't even have to include Dino in it. I know everybody wants to include Dino because he's an iconic mascot character, but you don't have to include Dino in it. Alright? So, making Flintstones live action kind of works. Scooby-Doo is a little trickier purely because, well, Scooby's a talking dog. That's hard to pull off. And yet, I don't hate the live action Scooby-Doo movies, if you can believe it. I felt like they understood the assignment somewhat. Yeah, both movies had really strong and experienced actors. Yes, I haven't seen the original Flintstones movie in... I have not seen it in over 2 decades. I was a kid when I saw it. I remember not liking it much. I thought it was very weird, and... I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it. I have a very clear opinion on it. So there was one reason you thought Ugly Sonic was a switcheroo when the director said they'd delay the show for about 3 or 4 months. You can do a full redesign of a complex CGI character in that time frame. They probably just worked off the bones what they already had. That would be my guess. I don't think it was a full rework and full redesign. I think they took the bones, what they started with, and just tried to fix it up as best they could. Instead, they gave it an 8-month delay. I think they had the bones, what they like they had the movement figured out. What they had to go in and do was change everything else. And yeah, when they gave it an 8-month delay, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. My brain's kind of scattershot. More reasonable. Where was I going? I forget. I was talking about the Flintstones. No, I haven't seen it since I was a kid. That was something I was talking about. I was playing a video game, wasn't I? It's also 12:30, so I'm gonna have to wrap up soon. So I should do this. I should do one more stage of this. Dino. I was talking about Dino. I think what I was saying was the fact that you don't even have to have him. Point is, oh, I remember my point now. Point is, Scooby-Doo and Flintstones work as live action because they already focus on a cast of human characters and character relationship dynamics. This is coming from somebody who doesn't even care that much about the Flintstones cartoon because I think Fred Flintstone's a fucking asshole. And that's the entire joke of his character. Some game about dogs and limbs. Something like that. But anyway, those live-action adaptations can work because they focus on human characters and character, like interactions, you know? I need more health. That is not what I need. Health, please? Wow, okay. You're giving me a lot of items here. I'm very concerned about that. There we go. Banana. Yep, okay, it's a boss.
Hold it! Give up the God Hand. Now!
Only thing I'm giving up is an ass kicking.
We want the arm!
Time to deal with these guys again, I guess. I am curious if this will go any better with my current loadout. Fuck. I guess the answer is that. Gonna have to try and get into it. Flintstones just a rip off the Honeymooners. Not wrong. An asshole because he spent years in the face of being a chain smoker only to go cold turkey. Why do I think Fred is an ass? I'd have to remember more specific instances, but there's one episode that I've always remembered where it's not just Fred, by the way. Wilma's an asshole too. They're both terrible. But there was an episode where they were literally trying to passively aggressively get each other to do what they wanted. And it was the most insufferable shit. This is an original episode, too. I can't remember the exact details. I remember just watching it going, wow. These two are just the most toxic couple. Bit of an aspect of the time Pebbles already mellowed out for the better. Maybe. Characters do sometimes get mellowed out. I don't know. I just remember thinking that he was kind of an asshole when I watched it. Again, it was a long time. Ow. Man, I have to deal with both of them at once. Ow. If we're gonna get past this level tonight, I am gonna have to start focusing here. Because they will kick my ass relentlessly. Oh no, it's all three of them? Really, game? All three of them together, huh? Oh boy. Continuing on. I'm gonna let them come to me this time. Darn it. Come on. I should have dodged to the side. Yeah, using the analog stick to dodge out of the way of things is honestly a little strange. Because you have to push it in the right direction at the right time. You got these side dodges, you got the backward thing that I end up using because it's the easiest direction to put the stick in. But the most useful dodge is actually the duck and weave thing that you do by pushing the stick forward. See? That's the most useful one. And it's the hardest one for me to pull off. Jetsons for the first time? Oh gosh, yeah, don't even get me started on the Jetsons. I don't like that show at all. I do not care for the Jetsons. Ugh. Ugh. That boomerang is really annoying. I think I need to prioritize Knife Guy first just because he has the projectile attack. I need to prioritize him first. Yeah, we'll prioritize him. There we go. Ugh. Full rush. Really? Really? Ow. Ow.
I love it.
Okay. It's easy. Oh, come on! Where's green guy? This is the one I want. Ow. is almost dead. Okay, go to bed, dude. You are welcome to hang out later. Get around for work. Do the job. I got it. Stay off. Damn it! Every time with that stupid bum rush, I do not want to focus on him. Okay, where's... No. Damn it, it's not what I wanted. It's not the attack I wanted to use. Alright, let's try again. I want to take out that green guy because his projectile attack is annoying the fuck out of me. No, not. Gene, you're focusing on the wrong asshole. Here, this. Thank you. Did not mean to use that again. Whatever. Wrong button. No, Gene, stop focusing on him. I get it, he's a big target. Finally.
Wow.
Ow. Alright, here we go again. You know, I'm just gonna open up with a 100-hand thing on this asshole. Man, Gene just really loves focusing on that guy. It doesn't matter what I do. Damn it. Okay, fine, Jim. You want to take out the big asshole first? Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck's sake. Ah. And I was targeting the wrong guy again. Fucking ever. Fucking kidding me. Sure. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, I'll take that. Okay, Gene, you need to move. No, you need to move, Gene. Move! Wow.
Hand over the arm.
I love it.
Fucking hell. That was not the move I wanted. damage on these guys, alright? Not like I need the extra damage. And I'm dead. He's not quite down yet. That's one down. Now we take it down. Enough of this. Get up. And you're done. Oh my gosh.
We'll let you off with a pass this time.
You better get stronger before next time.
Yeah, girl talk.
You're all a bunch of freaking idiots!
Eloquently said.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. The girl's rear end is on fire now. She asked for it. Oh man. You, me, patty cake. It's almost 1 in the morning. I gotta call it now. Oh my gosh. This freaking game. I really need to make sure we don't go 2 weeks without playing this again. I've been loving it. I really need to keep making my way through it on a more consistent basis. We went through a ton of this game last time we played it too. Like we went through a bunch. What I really need is I need to get my ass back in gear to start streaming on a regular basis like I used to. I've been out of it. I need to get back on that. I'm trying to make it so that we're not spending 2 hours on pre-shows anymore. So when I go live, I tend to be all like, we should be playing OS Kiryu. Hey, Moosey, we're actually just wrapping up. I just finished another stage of this. Oh, man. But yeah, no, I'm trying to reduce the amount of time we spend on pre-shows now, because the 2-hour-long pre-shows were getting out of hand. Because I was trying to do work. So now I'm trying to make sure I have my work dealt with so I can get on here and stream. I leave like about 30 minutes of commercials and then we can jump into stuff. I feel like that's a much better way to do things. Hopefully I can continue keeping this up. I will not lie, I felt fairly low energy with streaming lately. I don't know where I'm going to go with it. I do know that my current plan is to continue back to bed. Anyways, you like the sound of that? Yeah, I'm trying to cut back on the dead air essentially. We've got two things I really want to get through, and that is we need to keep playing through God Hand, and we need to keep playing through Final Fantasy IV. We're making good progress through both of them. Final Fantasy IV, I think I can finish up in, I don't know, where am I at this point in that game? We just got Edge, we just fought Rubicon, so I'd say we have 2 to 3 streams left of Final Fantasy IV, provided I put a good amount of time into playing it. Oh, not over here. And then, once we finish Final Fantasy IV, I don't want to... Your pre-roll is great, but you want to say hi to you, and you don't know where it is, but 30 minutes sounds great. Trying to make that a thing now. At the very least, I don't want my pre-shows to last longer than an hour. The 2-hour thing was ridiculous, so even if I have to extend the pre-show slightly to catch up on some work, it's fine. But I'm not going over an hour for any of these things. Beyond that, it's just, it gets ridiculous. But I'd rather it be 30 minutes. 30 minutes under an hour, that's fine. The 2-hour pre-shows were getting out of hand. And it was driving me nuts. You guys have no idea. Anyway, once I finish Final Fantasy IV, I have a couple of things I'm considering doing. I know a few times playing that, I mentioned I have a copy of 6 on cartridge that I do want to stream at some point, but no, I'm not going to jump into that after 4. Nah. I know if... What about them drove you nuts? I just felt like there was a lot of dead air. It was very boring to run them that long. Especially when I wanted to be streaming. Because you gotta remember, the reason they ran that long was because I'm doing work while those are running. And it's just like, all I want to do is get the work done and come in here and play the games, you know? And I kind of just realized, you know what, if that's how I feel about it, it's better to get my work out of the way first and then set the commercials up and do whatever extra stuff needs done while the pre-roll's running. It's just more satisfying to me. And it doesn't feel like I have a timer going off in the back of my head telling me I have to go stream. So it's like, yeah, nah. Now that said, I considered putting it to a vote what we play after 4. But no, because if I put a vote up and it has the options I was thinking about, I know what everyone's going to pick. Because Final Fantasy VI would have been on that poll had I made it. And 6 would have won. That's just how things are. If you ask people, hey, what should we stream out of this stack? People are going to say 6. And 6 is a great game. I'm not playing 6. Not happening. Clean your teeth so you got in the habit. Makes sense to me. No. I have 2 games here. We're going to keep the 2000s nostalgia train rolling. On the one hand, I've been really, really wanting to revisit Final Fantasy X. Out of every Final Fantasy, for some reason, that's the one that's been calling to me a lot lately. I don't know why it's 10 specifically that I feel like I need to replay, but it is 10 that I feel like I need to replay. I never finished it either, so going all the way through it would be fun. So yeah, I really want to do 10. But then, my other option, and I'm considering these carefully, is something I just picked up again. That being Tales of Symphonia. Why am I on the game screen anyway if I'm wrapping up? I should be going over to the face cam mode. Anyway, yeah, Tales of Symphonia is the other one I got here. These 2 games right here, you want to talk about 2000s JRPG nostalgia? Yeah, it doesn't get much more 2000s than these 2 games. There we go, we're back. These 2 games, it does not get much more 2000s than Final Fantasy X, which I believe is 2001, and Tales of Symphonia, which is 2004. And weirdly enough, they actually have very similar plots, since they're both about characters basically going on pilgrimages to various holy sites to potentially prepare a young girl to be sacrificed to save the world. Oddly similar plots, these 2. And honestly, it's a good plot, so I don't see why that's a problem. I feel like these are the 2 things I'd like to revisit. My problem with revisiting Tales of Symphonia right now is I only have one working GameCube controller, and it's frankly not a high quality one. Can the camera focus, please? The camera froze up. That's not a good thing. Here we go. I'm gonna turn on the TV too. But yeah, not a high quality GameCube controller here. This is literally like a cheapy GameStop thing that I have. I don't know why it's my only working GameCube controller, but I tested them all yesterday. And the only other one that actually let me do inputs... I don't have an original GameCube controller either right now. I feel like that would actually work if I had like an actual Nintendo branded GameCube controller. But no. I have these two cheap-ass things that I didn't even buy. This was, I think, my dad and my sister that bought these. And they stopped working a while ago. Wow, can the camera just work, please? It just keeps freezing. Anyway. These two. Yes, it is an actual... It has the GameStop logo on it. Look at this. Like, it is a cheap-ass GameStop controller. Look at that. And it's the only one I have that actually works. I have this decent, this, as weird as it sounds, because I know Mad Catz is usually a sign of not great quality. I have this decent Mad Catz controller that's, it's kind of small, but it feels nice. Like, it feels fine. But the problem with this one is, it's missing a button. The Z button is literally not there. Lime green GameCube controller. I wish that lime green GameCube controller actually worked. Because it doesn't. The white and the green one just do not work. And I haven't been able to figure out why. This Mad Catz controller technically works, but it's missing the Z button, and because it's a different size from all the other GameCube controllers, yeah, it doesn't work. And then we have this old Pelican, which... Do you see the state of this thing? Yeah, that's not working. You can literally hear it rattling inside of there. Got a Games Here for Christmas, which you thought was a Mad Catz territory, but dang, it's favorite controller of your life. Some of the Mad Catz stuff is actually pretty good. I have had a few Mad Catz controllers I thought were good. There are also a few that are kind of garbage, but not all of them are awful. Yeah, I think that's all the GameCube controllers I have in here. So, I need to buy some actual GameCube controllers at some point. I just don't want to spend the money. Because I already spent almost $40 to get that nice copy of Tales of Symphonia. And it wasn't even a full, complete inbox thing. And getting a good set of GameCube controllers would probably run me about $20 at the cheapest. I also have a bunch of actual broken for parts GameCube controllers sitting here in this desk too. Like, these things are actually busted and I have them around just in case I need to harvest the silicone from them. No. Just an available one. It was decent. It was a decent deal. I just wanted to get one that I knew was gonna work. That's the trick. Cause the thing about Symphonia is it's a 2-disc game, right? 2 discs. That's 2 discs to check over and make sure they both work properly. So that was the first thing I had to keep in mind. I was judging between a eBay listing and an Amazon listing. I chose the Amazon listing. They were both around the same price. The Amazon listing was $30 for Tails and was full and complete. Yeah. Again, I feel like I might have made a bad call, but I don't know. At this point, I'm just glad I even have the game, and I don't want to bother sending it back. Especially since that eBay listing's probably already gone. I think the most frustrating thing to me about getting that Tales of Symphonia thing, after I ordered it, was opening it up and realizing the fuckers didn't even get a double, they didn't even get a double GameCube case for their quote-unquote refurbished thing. Because, by the way, the other disc is in the GameCube right now. Because, oh, they used an actual GameCube case. That's great. That's nice. It's one disc. And they just put the other one in a fucking holder. I wasn't too concerned about getting the instruction booklet because I could just look that up online. Again, I just wanted to make sure I got something I was going to run. And then my GameCube starts throwing me read errors, and it's not just on the Tales of Symphonia disc. It takes a few tries for it to read anything now, because, yeah, it's old. And at this point, I don't go through the trouble of fixing up all the disk drive laser stuff. At this point, if the GameCube's failing, I just want to plop an SD card reader in there and call that, you know? And I can just use the Wii for playing GameCube discs once I buy it a disk drive. Because the Wii doesn't read anything right now. It needs a brand new disk drive. Which is also... It's literally... I'm at this part right here, guys, where I need to decide between repairing the Wii disk drive or getting new GameCube controllers. Those are the two options I have. Yeah, we just got to the Wii, right? The two options I have right now is I'm trying to decide, do I buy a set of GameCube controllers, or do I buy a disc drive for the Wii? Because I can replace the disc drive in the Wii, no problem. That's an easy repair. That is unscrewing everything, unscrewing the disc drive, taking out the ribbon cables, removing the old one, putting a new one in, and plugging it all back in. That's easy. I can do that, no problem, and the parts are available. That's great. I can do that. Replacing the Wii disc drive is not a problem. The only problem is I need to decide, am I going to buy the Wii? More versatile? Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards right now. I like my GameCube a lot, but at the same time, here's the fun thing about the Wii. Because the Wii's modded, I can actually use Wiimotes during GameCube games. And, hold on, you ready? You ready? This is one of the controllers I have that I can use with the Wii. I straight up have a GameCube-style controller I can use. So I'm leaning towards fixing the Wii, which is a little more expensive than getting the controllers, but in the long run, it fixes up the compatibility on the Wii, and I can, dang, why is my brain not working? I can then focus on modding the GameCube later. Like how the GameCube looks better, but less headache the better. I do really like the GameCube. I was at the right age when the GameCube came out for me to not hate it, like a lot of other people did. Because I know a lot of people didn't like the GameCube because it was little kiddish and babyish. And I have three options. You can also get a big external driver for the hack Wii so you can play GameCube titles. It's true. I can do that too. But I do like the idea of... I don't know. I have options here I can look at. But point is, I did buy the disc. I would love to use the disc since I have it. And at this point, it seems like fixing up the Wii to have its disc drive fixed, and then using the GameCube controller with that is probably the best idea out of the three. So yeah, I think maybe I should just look into replacing the GameCube. The only issue is that because I just spent money on a game, I don't want to immediately spend money afterwards because, as I've told you guys before, I don't have consistent income. And that makes replacing things a game of me picking when and where to pick stuff up. The reason I picked up Tales of Symphonia was actually twice, and I think Wirebrain knows the other one. We had two GameCubes taped together, but you like the GameCube? It's favorite Nintendo. No, it was your first Nintendo console. I love the GameCube, dude. Another fun fact, back when Wind Waker came out, a lot of people hated that one for various stupid reasons. But once again, I was at the right age where I saw Wind Waker and fell in love. Plus, I didn't play the N64 Zelda games. I think it's good that it looks Fisher-Price. Anyway. This one, though, I picked this up for a couple reasons. One was that I really wanted to replay it. Yeah, I just really wanted to replay it. Because I had this as a kid, and I didn't actually get to play all the way into it because of the house fire that happened when I was a kid. I only got to play, like, the opening hours of it, and I thought it was really cool. And since I didn't have it after the fire, I just watched the animation instead, which introduced me to the characters and the story, and I fell in love with that. So I still have a lot of nostalgia for Symphonia, but I never got to play through the whole game, so I wanted to. To me, it's my favorite one. I love Wind Waker. Anyway, the other reason I picked it up is because I have a younger sister. who recently started playing Tales of the Abyss. She played a bit of Tales of Destiny, but because it was the translated PS2 version, it wasn't holding her interest as much as it could have because it was all in Japanese aside from the text. Whereas with English voice acting, it was holding her attention better, so she then started playing Tales of the Abyss on the PS2, because the PS2 is modded. And then the PS2, she got to a certain part in the game, and there's a certain enemy encounter, and it keeps crashing the game every time she runs into it, and trying to get around it is a little difficult, and that's a problem. Yeah, and I haven't tried loading a different a different ISO. I want to try a different ISO image I downloaded and see if that helps. I might also install the, there's 3 patches you can use. You can use the original English version, the undub, and then there's a version that keeps the English dub, but it keeps the Japanese voices in for the skits, which didn't even have a dub in the English version, so I might try putting that version on the PS2 and seeing if that maybe gets past that part. You have to play a little while into the game to get to that part, so that's the annoying part of testing that out. Anyway, point was, that was disappointing. My sister really was enjoying Tales of the Abyss. She would constantly ask me if she could come play it again. So, yeah, I picked this up on disc because it was not a terrible price, frankly. I want to say, I spent nearly $40 on it. It was like 37. Like $37, so it was fine. I wish I had gotten a better case for it. Whatever. It looks nice at least. I don't think this is an original case. I think this is definitely a reproduction. But as far as reproductions go, it looks professional. Like, this looks like the real thing, this case, which I like. It's just when you open it up and you look inside and you go, oh, this is a singular GameCube case. It does have the memory card storage slot, though. I always liked that. That was one of my favorite things about the GameCube cases, as weird as that sounds. I like that the GameCube cases could let you put your memory card in them, just in case you needed to store it somewhere. That's a nice feature. Anyway. Yeah, so Tales of Symphonia. I want to replay this. It's more just a case of, am I going to do this after Final Fantasy IV, or am I going to do Final Fantasy X? I'm leaning towards Tales of Symphonia if I can get stuff fixed up first. And that's really because I feel like going from Final Fantasy to another Final Fantasy... Yes, Moosey, I did do that. I actually lost the memory card for, it was the one I was using for Smash Brothers. And it drove me nuts because all of my stuff was on that card. That was very frustrating. I eventually found it, though. Never utilized it for fear of this. It did happen to me once when I was younger. I'm still convinced that our PS2 card that we're missing might be in one of these cases, but my brother says that he's looked through every single one and hasn't found it, so who knows? Our Dragon Quest VIII memory card data is just gone, and I was playing through that off-stream a couple years ago. I just wanted to play Dragon Quest VIII by myself, was having a grand old time, and then the memory card went missing, and we still haven't found it. Which sucks, because Dragon Quest VIII is the best RPG on the PS2, bar none, if you ask me. Some stiff competition on the PS2 for that title, but I think Dragon Quest VIII does actually earn that right. A container for the memory cards? Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, basically my feel on this right now is that jumping from one Final Fantasy into another one might just be a little too samey, even though every Final Fantasy is very different. And we'd be jumping from Final Fantasy 4 to 10, which is a totally different atmosphere. But I feel like it might make more sense to vary it up, where I would do 4, I finish 4, and then we do Symphonia, and then I can do 10 later. I also need to mod the Wii U at some point so I can do some some DS stuff, because I found out that you can virtually insert DS games into their emulator, and most of them work. Aliens Infestation works, which I've always wanted to stream, because Infestation is a fantastic video game. at least really wants me to play Dragon Quest IX. Like, really, really, really wants me to play that. You got these cracky game controllers. They play fine and cost you $15. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I've been looking at some GameCube options as far as controllers goes. It's just a matter of doing it what we can. And this controller, it does work. Like, this GameStop controller does work, but, I mean, kind of more than what's the Alien Isolation DS. I wish that would be funny if that existed. No. Infestation started out as a tie-in for that stupid Colonial Marines game, right? But it transformed into its own project by Way Forward. It is one of my favorite DS games. One of my favorite games in the Aliens franchise. And just, frankly, it's a very unique, like, type of game. It blends aspects of survival horror with, like, Metroidvania-type stuff. The character art in it's fantastic. The sprite art's fantastic. It is one of the best Aliens games. I love that one. Really, really good stuff. I would love to stream that at some point. So I need to get the Wii U modded at some point so I can do that. Plus, I need to mod it to see the internal data on it, because looking at it from the outside, it looks like both the Wii U's my family owns might be one of the ones with potential data issues, which is oh so fun, because they're both black models. They both have the colored ports on the back. That doesn't necessarily mean they are the models. That's not guaranteed. But it Ghostbusters vs. RoboCop. That is a very interesting combo. I need to start wrapping up. It's already 1 in the morning. I've just been sitting here jawing on. Anyway, yeah. I would like to do Tales of Symphonia and Final Fantasy X this year. I think those are the 2 big RPG titles I want to get through. We just gotta get through Final Fantasy IV, which again should take me 2 or 3 more streams. Then I will have to jump into one of those 2, which will probably take me a while again because I only stream twice a week. There's a part of me that keeps nagging me that I need to go back to Megami Tensei 2. But honestly, we were at a point in that game where I just have to level grind for a bit, and I don't got the time for that right now. But you can run a software program and see what chip you got on your Wii U. Well, that's why I want to mod it. It's just one of those things I gotta check. There's... I mean, my other option is I just open the Wii U up and look myself, but that's a lot of work for a system I've never done a teardown of before. I don't think I wanna right now. I have a lot of projects. Do you guys understand now why this stuff sometimes stresses me out? It's because I need to mod the Wii U. I need to replace the the Wii stuff. I gotta get new GameCube controllers. I gotta someday get an SD card thing for the GameCube, because frankly that laser is not gonna last me forever. I'd love to mod the PS1 at some point so I can play a lot of PS1 games I can't do. Yeah, don't do that. Exactly. I only open up things as a last resort. Do you guys know why I opened up the Wii? Why I learned to tear that down? And it was actually a fairly easy process, frankly. I learned to tear down the Wii U because by accident one night, like complete accident, it was dark, I did something stupid. I was going to put the SD card away for the night, and instead of putting it into the Wii, into its SD card slot, my tired ass who just wanted to go to bed accidentally fed the Wii the SD card, because it has that automatic thing where it pulls in the disc when it says something in the sensor. So I'm just kind of tired, like, oh, I'm ready to go to bed. And suddenly I feel it start getting pulled in, and I just... it was like an instant moment of, oh shit. I tried to get it back, but no, that sucker ate that SD card. So the next day, after I was done with stuff, my afternoon was spent sitting down with the Wii U, watching the Wii with a teardown video, learning to open that sucker up to get into all of its internals and get into the CD drive so I could get the SD card out. I'm not unconvinced that's what finally fucked the CD drive up totally. But the CD drive on the Wii was already giving me issues before that. I think that was just what finally fucked it up. That was a fun escapade. The lesson I learned from that is don't mess with your electronics past 3 a.m. Because it's going to be dark, you're going to be tired, you're going to be wanting to go to bed after doing stupid stuff. And you're going to stick something in the wrong slot. I could have phrased that better. Anyway. We have adventures around here. Like, let's see. What do I have here that is fully functioning right now? I have the PS2, and that's functioning at peak performance right now, which is fantastic. We have a fully refurbished NES, which is nice. The Sega Genesis works fine, although it could use new AV cables instead of me using the RF, which is not the most ideal display thing, but the cables I have for the Genesis are busted, and if I'm going to be playing on the Genesis, I want that stereo sound. Super Nintendo is still working, which I'm thankful for, because Super Nintendos are having problems lately. The Wii is fully working, aside from its CD drive. I gotta fix that. The PS1 has some sort of issue with its power supply, and I don't know if it's that I need to buy a new block for it, or if there's something wrong with the plug, because it could be either issue. Because the PS1 will power on, but only if the power supply is plugged into it at a certain angle, and that could be either the power supply or the PS1's actual like plug. The Xbox 360 is technically working because my brother bought a new power supply for it, but I'm not a fan of that power supply because it's definitely a cheap Chinese thing, and when it's on for long enough, it gets hot and it starts to smell. It has a fan in it technically. Are we still talking gaming? It has a fan in it. Like, it definitely has a fan in it, but frankly, it's a cheap piece of crap, so the fan's not going to cool it that well. So, yeah. It technically works, but I don't like using it for extended periods of time, even though it'd be fun to finally play Lost Odyssey, because I have that game. I've been collecting a lot of RPGs I missed out on for some reason. That's kind of been my thing lately. Because I picked up Tales of Symphonia, and last year I actually tracked down Lost Odyssey, because I've always wanted to play it. We actually owned this once a long time ago, and I really wanted to play it because I knew what it was. But then one day I went looking for it, and I was trying to find it so I could play it. And I was like, wait, Dad, what happened to our copy of Lost Odyssey? What's Lost Odyssey? It's an RPG we had, dude, by the guy who made Final Fantasy. I don't remember that. Was it in the stack of games you sold like a month ago? Yeah, probably, because I wasn't gonna play it. Yeah, that happened. But yeah, so I've got Lost Odyssey here, but Lost Odyssey is a 4-disc Xbox game. I start that's all we're gonna play for a year. I'm pretty sure. I also know about how it starts off pretty slow. I am aware of that, so maybe not that one. Maybe not that one anytime soon. I'd have to start finding a way to stream more often than I already do. I wish I could stream like 3 times a week. That'd be the ideal. I struggle to get the 2 streams a week to work sometimes. It's a problem. I wish I could fit a 3rd stream in somewhere, but it just doesn't happen for me. But anyway, yeah. I think we've discussed enough of what I'm planning to do. I think we've just kind of sat around here and talked for a bit. It's already 1:22 a.m. I spent way longer here than I meant to, because I like talking. Let me check some stuff real quick. Oh yeah, Berserk on PS2. That's another one I want to play. I just saw what was playing on the TV. Man, I would actually really like to play Berserk on PS2. See who's on right now. I see Cobra's playing Mass Effect. I haven't been watching her play Mass Effect because I would like to play those games someday, and I don't want a ton of things spoiled for me. I watched her play some of the first one. She's currently in the second one. been a bit tricky. She's really enjoying it though, so that makes me happy to see. Any of my other friends on? Yeah, it looks like we'll raid Cobra, and I'll just let her know that I don't plan on watching none of that. I'll have fun with Mass Effect. I'm sure. I would really like to play it someday. That is something that's been on here. I actually forgot the music I've been playing. It's playing the dramatic Final Palace music from I forgot the music it's been playing this whole time. It's playing the dramatic Palace music from Final Fantasy Adventure on Game Boy, which I do love. We've streamed that one twice. Out of everything I could have done multiple streams of RPG related, I have done Final Fantasy Adventure twice. I had a good reason for it though. We didn't actually finish the second playthrough. But we've played through Final Fantasy Adventure on here at least once in its entirety off my actual cartridge using the Super Game Boy, which that was fun. I love that game. That is my favorite Game Boy game, Final Fantasy Adventure. But then we did a second one because that color hack came out, and we made it to, I think, we cleared the desert town with the Bard. And that would mean that we were heading into the search for the Holy Sword, which is a fantastic part of the game. But I wound up stopping around there, which is unfortunate because I love that game. I should have played more. Still a lot of fun either way. Man, I keep getting distracted. It's time for us to... Let's go say hi to Cobra. She's playing Mass Effect 2. It's awesome. I will probably excuse myself from the raid because I would like to go play with my friends. And I'm trying to avoid having anything crazy spoiled for me. I know she'll be playing other things. I need to tune in next time she's doing some sort of adventure game. Because I feel bad about not being there for her streams as often as I would like to. Because I genuinely enjoy hanging out with her. Cobra's cool. Hell, she's part of the reason I'm still streaming. She helped get me a new fan for my computer. It was really nice of her. She didn't have to do that. Lexi Titles of Symphonia, it was a game we worked on. It was only halfway through. It was mostly journal stuff and half translated before I was let go the first time. Oh, no, that'd be fun. I am leaning towards Symphonia, because I feel like hopping into Final Fantasy X would be, it would be a bit too much going from Final Fantasy to Final Fantasy, right? Anyway, guys, we're going to go say hi to Cobra. I will probably excuse myself from the raid once we get there. Y'all have a good one. I have a way I usually end these. This has been Quinn Michael from Shaggy Patrol Studios, Channel 14, WNBI TV, where we're high on retro junk. Like it or not, I'll be back next time. See ya on Sunday, Monday, one of those two for Final Fantasy IV. Which I am enjoying my revisit of. You know what I'm trying to say. It's a good time. With a great taste. No, I fucking hate McDonald's. Why would I say that? Have you seen the play places they're making for new McDonald's, by the way? I'm just jawing on because my outro doesn't want to run. It never has.